Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on howestreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Jim Pettit, CEO and President of Aben Resources. Welcome back to the show, Jim.
Thank you very much, Jim.
So we have some kind of action happening up in BC's Golden Triangle?
Yes, we do. We've mobilized. We've started drilling. We've been drilling for a few days now. People want to figure out where we're drilling in that in relation to the previous, the high-grade zone that's called the North Boundary Zone. We've got a good link on the news release that takes you right to a new map that shows you where we're going to be drilling and its relationship to that high-grade zone. And I would sort of shows a correlation. That high-grade zone was unique, and as we headed south on the east side of the creek, which is called the Nelson Creek Fault, the mineralization and alteration changed as we went south, and we lost potassic alteration, and the grades got lower and more polymetallic. So all the holes that we were looking at last year ended up with lower grades of gold, silver, copper, plus lead and zinc. And then what we're looking at now is we're back into what looks like the North Boundary Zone mineralization. It's just on the west side of the Nelson Creek Fault. We did one hole last year that went through the fault, and the bottom 19 to 20 meters was mineralized with just gold, copper, silver. And then our field crews that have been in there early this year have found an area directly above that downhole zone of mineralization. It's directly above on surface with some high-grade, really good samples there. I mean, if you read the news release and the last few I've been putting out, you've got samples of gold, 10 grams to 43-gram range, and silver's 29 grams to 46 grams. Got copper samples that run 1.3 to 4.6% copper. That's on surface in outcrop. Those are samples from outcrop. So that's right above the downhole mineralization from that one hole. And this new zone is roughly 300 meters long. And the grades look really good. So that's where we're starting this year. It is 500 meters south of the main zone, the North Boundary Zone, which was the high-grade zone in the last few years. It's just 500 meters south, but it's on the other side of the fault. So that's leading us to believe that this is sort of a slip fault, an offset, where these could have at one point been in the same area, and you've now got a bit of a distance between them, 500 meters. Well worth testing. So we started that. We're looking to do a couple thousand meters, and if we like what we see, we're going to expand on it.
Jim, for people who are new to Aben Resources, what's the company all about?
Well, we're gold exploration is what we're primarily interested in, is gold, always have been. And we're in the Golden Triangle, northwestern British Columbia. We've got another project in the Yukon. And we've got one still on hold in Saskatchewan, but I don't know if we'll get to that one for a while. As it stands right now, we're listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange. The Frankfurt is listed as E2L2, and in the U.S. QB markets, ABN.V. Oh yeah, we've got a new website. Really, really nice. Easy to follow. A lot of good things to read on it. Pretty thorough, actually. It's quite a nice website.
Jim, thank you so much for the update.
You bet. Thank you.
I've been speaking with Jim Pettit, CEO and President of Aben Resources. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on August 21st.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at howestreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.